Hello, and welcome to Imperfect in an Uncertain World, resources for living with authenticity and purpose. Have you ever thought about being like water? I want to be like water. How about you? Let's talk. Water. This past weekend, we just had a deluge of rain, 3.5 inches. As I navigated the rain filled roads in the pre dawn hours on Sunday, all I could think about was thanks be that it was raining and not snowing. Later that day, I got an email about being like water. So here's to the flow. Water flows in a drip, drip, trinkle, a raging crashing, but mostly water flows somewhere in between. Water goes wherever, whenever, however it wants. It wears down barriers, slips through cracks, and changes the landscape. Water can't be contained. During this, what I'm going to call safe flow times, it meanders along in a stream, a river, the ocean, as it subtly erodes banks and shores. I can almost hear the water inviting bits and pieces of flotsam to join in this meandering, mindful adventure. Life comes and goes in the gentle slowness of this flow. But a rainstorm triggers a big change. The deluge brings faster currents and higher water. Water no longer issues an invitation, it takes flotsam from our life. And in this celebratory joining of earth and sky water, this community of droplets gleefully splashes from its banks, shouting, "You cannot, you will not contain me, for I am water, the ultimate change agent." And I take a ginger step back and then another and another until I am far from the bank that threatens to erode me into the water. Now, if I'm honest, sometimes I want to be like that water. Not the destructive force, but the mindful meandering that knows no true obstacles. Because obstacles don't exist for water, they are just illusions. For water finds a way, no matter how, to flow past the obstacles. It will saturate the land, flow through cracks, become that ice that pushes its way through, or becomes a misty haze to obscure the obstacle. Water is smart like that. I too want to be smart like that. I want to be the ultimate shapeshifter, not to run from obstacles, but to find a way through them, to perceive the obstacle as a course correction. I want to be a mindful meanderer who takes life as it is, not complacently, but full of zest for what lies just beyond the next bend in my life. Yeah, I want to be like water. Water is the power of hope that never gives up. It is a curious, a courageous movement into uncharted territory. It's welcoming of what others would call flotsam. I would call it treasure. So I want to be the water that flows, never knowing if I will be called to refresh dry land, be turned into ice, or just continue on my journey unabated. I want to become an epiphany of water who sees the world anew again and again and again. So I'm going to ask you, do you want to be like water? How can you flow through your life? Be open to whatever happens. Don't label anything as an obstacle or a dead end. See life as a series of course corrections. Slow down. Seep into the cracks of whatever appears to stop you. Ask yourself, what would water do? Listen for the answer and then act upon it. You may find an easy around, or you may wear the obstacle that seems to stop you down, or it may be somewhere in between. For to be water is to flow into any situation, knowing that you will come out the other side with greater clarity and wisdom. I want to be water. Do you? I want to thank you for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Um, Additional resources are available at vanessafhurst.com. And I will say to you, if you're having a little trouble being like water and you want to be like water, contact me for some contemplative coaching. Um, to live contemplatively is to focus on the awareness of the sacred extraordinary in your life. And together we can work so that you gain the skills to do that. Again, thank you. And whatever you do in your life, flow like water. Thank you.